Good evening and salutations, my soap opera fans. So at this point, this is not really a question. Young and Restless, Ashley and Tucker's relationship was doomed from the start. I mean, let's be honest. I know that people are going to sit there and really fillet Tucker like there's no tomorrow, but I honestly don't think that Ashley was really coming to this relationship with good intentions as well. I mean, I felt like for a while, I felt like she did use Tucker in a lot of ways, um, to help get revenge, to get rid of Diane and stuff like that. And I mean, the way that Tucker reacted was just a narcissist. You didn't do what I wanted you to do, so I'm out. Like, you this thing that the power of Jabot is too much of a grip on her. That's her family. Basically wanted her to pick you over her family. How self-centered could you possibly be? Now, as always, we're going to sit there and talk about all the shows, YNR, GH, Days, and B&B. Now, let's get ready for roll call. Freddie's in the chat. How you doing tonight, Freddie? Tamara's in the chat. How you doing tonight, Tamara? My Hurricane Mel's in the chat was good. Let's make sure that the audio is good. Because for some odd reason now with um Ron is in the chat was good. Ron is in the chat was good. Now as we are coming in, make sure that you do hit the like button. Definitely starts off this chat right. I did as well. I did as well, man. I didn't know. Um and I actually and thank you for reminding me because I actually have to sit there and write some notes for that. I have to write some notes for that. I don't know what my day was going to be like on Monday, so I was like, you know what? Let me just watch a little bit now. Watch a little bit of it now, this way. Oh yeah, Freddie, she still got it and then some. My girl, Blair definitely got it and then some. Laura B's in the chat was good, Laura B. Let's get this. Ron said, let's get this straight. Kristen was going to tell Gwen the truth and Leo. Yep, I'm glad. I'm glad that I was tell you because my whole thing, I've been so annoyed that they've been playing Gwen like she was Boo Boo the Fool, and she knew that she knew. Now I don't know how long. I don't know how long she knew. That's the question. How long did she know? Lashanta's in the chat. How you doing tonight? Um. Oh, okay. Oh, she's come back. Okay. All right. Thank you for letting me know. No. Jakaris is in the chat. How have you been? I've been digging the reviews. I've been digging the reviews. I don't know if you saw my comment on the last one that I watched. Um, which reminds me, I gotta watch the Days of Our Last preview. I didn't see it. I can't play it now because I want those copyrights. Monique is in the chat. What's good, Monique? I'm glad to hear that. Lashanta says now where Blair get money from. He wrote that in. I'm also like more just like how did Blair why would Blair actually give somebody that much money? I don't understand how did that work. Oh yeah, no, yeah, Freddie, no, that one got it going on. That's just how it is. That is just how it is. Crystal Hawkins is in the chat. Was good. Big Nate is in the chat. Was good, Nate. Um, Lashanti says new Marty stole that idea and passed it right. Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like Lucy. technically that idea wasn't hers, but she didn't know that. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that, Jakaris. Very glad to hear that. It's always a good feeling. Always a good feeling. Yeah, I don't. Yep, that's right. Sean Donovan is back. I wish I could be a little more happy about that, but I'm just like, because I haven't watched the show as long, I'm like, eh, I'm like, it's cool. Um, but last days in the chat was good. Now says, oh, I knew that Gwen is not stupid. I was hoping that she wasn't that stupid. I was gonna sit there because here's the thing, now with these writers, you never know. They may be smart one day, and then when the situation calls for it, they'll be stupid. They'll be stupid. It's just point blank period. They'll just be dumb. Um, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I'm glad about that. I'm glad. I'm very happy that because my whole thing is like she came into town to destroy Jack's family, right? And so I'm like, all right, like she was so smart, and now she's so stupid, but she's not stupid. So I'm very happy about that. Bobby says I feel bad for Lucy. She didn't know stealing the idea. I feel bad for her to an extent. Yes, she didn't know. But also, why would you bank your whole business on one product? You know? So it's kind of, I'm split on that. Freddie says I still think it's Alex that wants revenge on Anna. Yep, I would sit there and say the same thing. Monique said Tucker is mad because his plans to get Ashley away from the family Jabot didn't work. So now, in Tucker fashion, he wants revenge. Yeah, that dude is straight up. That dude is straight a narcissist. Like, get away from the family business. So I was like, yeah, she's gonna sit there and choose her family. Like, you marry her and you think that you're just the center of her universe. Like, what? Like the ego on this man. Lashanta said Tracy's a snake, but she's right. Lucy put Valentine in charge of ELQ as much as I love Lucy. She was wrong. Yes, I'm glad she's not as gullible as well, Lashanta. Um, yeah, I don't know. It's a little weird that you have all these people that's leaving, you know. But seeing how it was taped, I don't know how far in advance. It could probably have a lot to do with the Albert Allard thing. Lashanta says Audra ain't nothing good, Kyle. Audra ain't nothing good, Kyle. I don't know what that means. Nate says I knew Tucker and Ashley wouldn't work from the start. I heard a rumor that Ed is back at, and that's why we haven't seen her that much since Tucker returned from Paris. I rumor that Ed is back at. Who's Ed? They said before you ask, it's not Kristen, it's someone else. Jackie P's in the chat. Okay, I'm not really understanding that. I remember that ED is back at days. Who's ED? And you said it is not Kristen, so I'm not really following. Eileen Davis. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Thank you. LaShanta says, ain't thing good. Anything Audra do good for okay, I got you. Black Mon is in the chat. What's good, Black Mon? Ron says I was watching Soap Dirt and Billy mentioned about Egypt catching when he trying to hack his oh man, I wish I had time to sit there and watch all those other soap reviewers. I'm doing good. Last day. You start work soon, right? You start work soon, right? Uh, Bus is already Lily's going to find out about. Okay. You know how to get those spoilers. I'll tell you that much. Lasanta says all the app is gonna have to pull together. Yeah, I mean, this dude literally acted like a 5-year-old child that didn't get his way. It's like, and he didn't just sit there and get mad and practically left. Cheated on her like it meant nothing. I mean, it's just like, wow. Well, here's the thing, Monique. In the beginning, it seemed like she was. It seemed like she was actually trying to get with Nate, and then she dropped that. In the beginning, she was trying to get with Nate, then she just dropped like. I don't know. Sometimes I think that the writing is a little bit disjointed. Like even Monday's episode, um, Adam kissing Sally, it was just like, what? Oh, soon. Okay, all right. I knew it was coming out. I knew it was coming out last time. Freddie says since Esme dropped on Spencer and Alexa conversation, she might call Spencer in the middle of. Yeah, I mean, yeah, well, I don't know about that. I know she is going to sit there and try to sabotage it. I know she's going to sit there and try to sabotage it. Um, yeah, like Laura B said, that's just how she rolls, pretty much. That's just how she rolls. The ex, what? See, I'm not okay. I'm not gonna lie. When I started hearing news like that, that's when I started worrying about Days of Our Lives because I'm just like, why are so many people just leaving? You got Chloe that's leaving. You got Philip that just got there. He's leaving. You got the actress Bella's leaving. Um, you got Camilla, the chick that plays Gabby. She's leaving. You got so many people that's leaving. I'm just like, do you even? I was like, do you even actually have a cast? Do you seriously? Do you even actually have a cast at this point? Lashanta says, I really wanted to believe Tucker changed, but Ashley led him on, but he's going after that company out of spite. Yeah, and that was my whole thing. They both were just kind of dysfunctional in a lot of ways. Um, oh, you already knew, Mal. Okay, and thank you, Ron. Talia is also leaving. Like, you have so many people that's leaving. I'm just like, do you even actually have a cast? Um, but yeah, she did lead him on, and I felt like she did that most, especially in the beginning. She mostly led him on in the beginning because she wanted to get rid of Diane. She knew that Tucker had the means and just the instincts to do it. Double C's in the chat was good. Double C. Double C says the Rocks return to WWE. Wow. Okay, that's. I mean, was it like Hollywood's not working out for him or something? I don't understand. I mean, it made sense for Ronda Rousey. Ronda Rousey did it because Ronda Rousey just took way too many L's in fighting, so I understand why she went to wrestling. But Monique says, as much as Victoria hates Adam, I have a feeling she's going to ask Adam for help to get back at Victor. For oh man, an Adam and Victoria team up, that would be something. Prashanta says, I can't wait till Maggie fights Vivian. Yo, Vivian came in our house. It was like everyone pack up their ish, get the F up on my house, out my house. And today she was like, "Oh, Maggie, I see you're still here. Should I call the law at this point?" Like, I feel bad for Maggie. I do because she did lose her husband, right? Um, but I'm just looking at it. I'm like, NUP. I'm just looking at it. I'm like, why is it? Mm. Freddie says Ava and Carly have come a long way. I'm not gonna lie. Part of that scene was just a waste of time. Nothing wound up coming from it though. Double C said guest appearance. Oh, okay. Duan says I thought Tucker should have seen it coming. I didn't think he was so much of a narcissist though. Alyssa's in the chat. Let's everyone say what's up to Alyssa. How you doing tonight, AJ? Ron says I've been wise. Teresa's stalking Alex from how did she knew he was out of town? How did she knew he was out of town and where to find him? Um, but she knew where they were going because Alex told her. Yeah, I heard. I heard. You just got the spoilers tonight, don't you, Mel? Still happy that you told me about Brightburn. I'm not gonna lie, I was waiting for that movie to come out for a very long time. I said the same thing. I said the same thing. Maybe Maxie can work at Crimson when Nina gets fired. Why would Nina get fired for? But I was gonna sit there and say I think Maxie should just work at Crimson at this point. I think Maxie should sit there and work at Crimson at this point. This is ridiculous. Um, I'm like, you got involved working what you call it. Um, Lucy for some odd reason. Alyssa had no idea Ashley and Tucker were married. Yeah, it didn't last long. You didn't miss anything. It didn't last long. Darby's in the chat. What's good, Darby? And again, as we are coming in, it's like wiping your shoes on the mat when you get into the house. Make sure you hit that like button because it really does actually help. I have no idea what the likes are right now. Lashanta says when the truth comes out. Yeah, for now. For now, old Saint Nick um is gonna make his announcement known that he's alive. He literally because he pretty much was like, yo, I am not having my son um take the money that I didn't earn. He is not gonna sit there and take the property that I didn't earn, but got it through an inheritance. I love it. Lashanta says Nicholas owes Bob money up. Duane says isn't Drew company over Crimson? I don't that's a really good question. Angela's in the chat. What's good, Angela? Nah, Jackie B, he ain't gonna get no job. That dude's rich. We'll say yeah, no. Warby says if Nicholas has anything to not if Nicholas has anything to do with it. Angela's in the chat. What's good, Angela? Ron says I gotta admit that I was wrong about Bella not wanting Taylor on Bella on the show, although he's biased. How's he biased, Tom? Okay, Ron, why don't you explain to me how's he biased? Um okay. All right, listen. Lashanta said I don't blame him. Spencer can be low down. Well, I know Spencer's the type of person that he does what he got to do at times. Dolly's in the chat. Was good, Dolly. Why the Freddie says what all they what are they having Maxie wear these days? Maxie Jones I know back in the days was complete fashion, especially when she was working with Crimson with Lulu. Yeah, they put her in some like. Mm, you know what? I'm not even gonna be mean tonight, but yeah, no, her wardrobe has definitely changed. Her wardrobe has definitely changed, and you are 100% correct about that, Freddie. Lashanta says Ava knew Carly was telling her the truth. I just wish the scene actually went somewhere. Alyssa, GA stays and Y and I were good. Okay, so I'm assuming you don't watch have you ever tried watching Bold and the Beautiful? Very curious about that. DD says just because Maxie is plus size doesn't mean they can't. Yeah, exactly, and I agree. I agree. I absolutely agree. I absolutely agree. No, listen. Let me know if you actually watch B&B though. Yeah, they stopped caring about Maxie's wardrobe a long time ago. Diddy says Nicholas is horrible. That seems about right. Ron says Albert Bell is biased when it comes to Taylor and the Thomas character. He used them as chess pieces to make the stupid Logans look good. Oh, those damn Logans! Alyssa, I watched B&B. What do you okay? What do you think of B&B? What characters do you like on B&B, Alyssa? Um, Monique says, I have a feeling Brina's playing time will get ruined by Esme. She's going to call Portia. Ooh. Hmm. Oh, man. I guess time will tell. I guess time will tell, Crystal. Crystal Hopkins. That has two profiles. 'Cause I remember one is brown. Um, let's say I like Thomas and Hope. Okay. Mel says I bet it didn't take long for Tucker's true colors. Yeah, the level of self-centeredness is just like amazing. Um, okay, so that's cool. So you pretty much watch all four of them now. That's cool. Um, Jonathan's in the chat was good, Jonathan. Freddie says Nicholas still a jerk even from waking up out of a coma. No surprise there. But yeah, yeah. No, I don't. Yes, time will tell Monday. Time will tell Monday. We'll just have to wait and see. I'm not gonna lie. I'm happy about that. I'm happy that they did not sit there and play. They did not sit there and have her um be Boo Boo the Fool. Ron Sutter, Deacon Sheila are the best couple, not feeling the best couple. Okay. Lashata says, I hate to say Abby was right to not trust Tucker. I said she was extra. She was being extra. She was right. She was being extra. But I'm also just like, I said this in my somewhat review. I'm like, Abby, you shouldn't have the gall to sit there and start talking about anyone else's relationship. I'm like, you wrecked your own home. Like, I'm still not over that. I was like, this chick Abby literally wrecked her home. Rashad said Demetria owns everyone. Onyx says the way Hope and Thomas were on today, there was there no way either there no way neither one of them can keep his friends. I feel like Thomas is gonna cave first though. I feel like Thomas is gonna want more. I feel like Thomas is gonna want more. Um I feel like Thomas is gonna want more. I know it. And my whole thing is like the amount of times that Hope was sitting there asking Thomas, like, so that it's just gonna be friends, right? Like, it's just gonna be friends with benefit, right? Like I'm not trying to do anything more. I was like, boy, do you want him to sit there and sign a contract? Like, what is it that you want him to do? Ah, okay. All right, Mel. Thanks for letting me know. Uh, Lashanta says Vivian's scared of Dimitri because she knows his mother. She had no problems in there kicking people out that damn house, I'll tell you that much. Lashanta says Gabby and Stefan always plotting. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. Here's the thing. They try to do that with Jake. They try to do that with Jake. Um, remember Jake the mechanic? Double C said Demetrius going to be broke before he ever gets the rest of that money. That's very true. Um, I'm like, does anyone remember Jake? Jake the mechanic? Like, all right, cool. Let's kill him off. Let's finally give the fans what they wanted. Hey, by the way, does anyone actually make? Okay, you've been watching Days of Our Lives. Does anyone miss Jake? I feel like I need to put down in the one of the questions of the night. Yeah, no, exactly. But that's what I'm saying. Like, Dolly, do you miss Jake? Ron says Hope is not in love with Thomas. He said that. Yep, that is very true. He said, "I guess somebody missed Jake. I guess not." uh, he was the only one who missed Jake. Oh, even EJ didn't seem like he was that broken up about it. Even EJ didn't seem like he was that broken up about it. I was like, bro, I know you didn't really know him too well, but like he was a Demera, like he was one of y'all, you know. Freddie says that's all Nicholas cares about is his fortune. This May last time saying this, Nicholas, baby Ace is nothing, is not yours entirely. Yeah, I'm still waiting for that. But yes, dating. Yeah, I still thought it was a foul move, though. Bashata says, I wonder when Gwen why stop Christian Snitch because yeah, that's a very good question. That's a very when did she find out? WC said Jake was good. I liked him better. He had some standards. Standards. Okay. Alyssa says, speaking of Ava, her scenes with Harrison next week looks boring, even though she's on the run. And Therese is a stalker. Billy says Gwen was Jake's chick when she joined the show, and even she didn't care when. That's true. Well, mm, she was no, she did mourn him a little bit though. She I do remember that she was actually upset. She was crying. I do remember that. Um, Diddy says Nicholas needs to get amnesia for real this time, and they need to start over with his character. Or maybe Nicholas can go to prison and be reformed. Yeah, I still thought that Vivian kicked them both out the house. Yeah, she wants to get back. She wants to get back with Brady, and she's using Alex to do it to make Brady jealous because in her eyes that actually makes sense. Lashanta says on one hand, Spencer being nice to Esme, then he talks behind her back. Crystal says like Adam, Marie should run her own company. Oh, Dolly says Vivian started stealing babies and seeking revenge when Stefan died. When they died, she just shrugged. Yeah, so effed up. I'm not gonna lie. Every time I sit there and think about Ava on days, I'm like, I don't know. Part of me, I have a hard time having sympathy for her the way that she treated her other son. And granted, he was a POS, but Lashanta said Gwen sleeping with him knowing he's sleeping with Leo. Yeah, it's a little weird. Let's say, yeah, Albert, Teresa wants some loving in the afternoon, and she wants it with Brady. Yeah, she definitely is a schemer. She definitely seems like she's a schemer. I didn't know much about Teresa. I started the show kind of late, so. But I do like the fact that she's playing Teresa. I remember when she played Maxie, and it was just like, oh my goodness, it was so bad. Um, Lashanta says Demetri and Leah are gonna figure out Gwen knows. Mel says, Albert, are you surprised that Adam and Sally is betraying Nick? No, no, I'm not surprised. It is a little odd though, man. Like I said, the writing on Y&R in some ways have been kind of disjointed. Like Victor deciding, oh, I'll just give you back the company. Then he's all like, oh, I'm just gonna sit there and demote my daughter and start running the company again. It's like, what? Golia says Maggie took the worst advice, and Justin is a crap lawyer. Vivian would have had to evict Maggie legally. Maggie should have stayed at the home. Yeah, but you know, even when you evict somebody, I think you only get like 30 days. So like, I mean, even if that was true. Now Freddie says, I just don't get it. If Anna keeps catching Valentine and more of his lies, why the hell are you still with him at this point? He's a cast sign. That's all they do is lie and again, lie again. And I said the same thing in my review. Billy says, isn't she so much better as Teresa? Yes. Yes. I still remember that. I mean, and granted, I get that, you know, Kristen Storms had medical leave and stuff like that, but it was like wow. Kristen said GH Maxie should run her own company. Ross says when I read the comments regarding Deacon being with Sheila, how he could lose the restaurant and just BS. What does that have to do with his establishment? It has a lot to do with his establishment. Um, Sheila is a psychopath. Okay. If I wouldn't go to a restaurant if I know that the owner is dating a sociopath. Okay, that's bad for business. That's the definition of bad PR. And in LA, no. So yeah, if there's nothing saying that he can lose the restaurant, people will start going there knowing that he's going out with Sheila Carter. Well, I mean, of course, she's Vivian. I think she's better off working at Crimson for right now. Well, she don't have the money to be sitting there starting up her own company. Hell, she need to be more worried about actually having some income, coming in. You might start your own company. Lashanta said, I don't want Tracy to win, but Lucy needs to give her ELQ shares up, but she did get that in divorce. Didi says, as long as the food is good. Let's say I think Alex and Teresa are using each other because they still hung up on their exes. That's very true. That's very true. Um, yeah, Martin was shook. My dude, he was hiding behind the menu that whole time. That whole time, that dude was literally sitting there hiding behind the menu. I was like, bro, what are you doing? I don't understand how Blair. I don't understand how Martin was able to sit there and not only get her to pay alimony, but get her to pay such a high amount. And her plan is so stupid. It doesn't make any sense. Cat lady's in the chat. What's good, cat lady? Oh, my dude was shook. My dude was shook, Laura B. Let's everyone say what's up to cat lady. Um Boy says I wish days have done a YouTube video or something to catch new fans up on how amazing Vivian is. Yeah, you guys sit there and really look for that stuff. What? Okay. Let's see, this is gonna be on some delay ish. Joshua's in the chat. Was good, Joshua? How's everything? How's life? Oh, Joshua, after we do the collab or whatever, you guys sit there and tell me how you do that share screen thing where you can do the reactions, like reaction videos. Yeah, no, she's still on point. Here's the thing, Alyssa. I have a feeling like I think either she was able to take that plane down, or because here's the thing, I feel like that plane accident wasn't an accident. Yeah, no. Thank you, Joshua. No, I'm looking forward to I'm looking forward to Monday. Me and Joshua is going to be doing a collab on Monday. So Lashanta says Blair will return if Martin gives up the alimony. Blair will return if I. Hmm. And her plan is so convoluted. They plan on making Lucy broke so this way Martin can marry her, and this way Blair doesn't have to pay him anymore. That makes like that literally makes no sense. You know, that's actually a really good question. I didn't really pay too much mind though. Listen, I don't think so. I don't think Alta because Vivian is evil like that. Yeah, I feel like she did something to that plane though. It was pretty random. Last day says Albert and B&B review. I agree with about not recommending B&B to anyone. B&B is so confusing at times. Yeah, that's one word for it. That is one word for it. B&B is convenient. Like it's literally like 18 minutes long. Um, Thank you, Laurie. Thank you. Yes, hit the like button as you are coming in. It really does help. Like it really does. Where with the likes? Okay, I guess this one's just gonna take forever. Let's see, where are the likes? Oh, I didn't even see. We actually have 44 people in the chat. We have 44 people in the chat. We got 16 likes. So if you are signed in, you can hit the like button. If you are enjoying the stream, make sure you hit that like button because it really does help. Are you serious? And yes, thank you, Lori. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Seriously, hit the like button. It's it's 8 o'clock. See, I'm not gonna lie, Barry. That's what annoys me. That annoys the living hell out of me. 8 o'clock is supposed to come on, then it doesn't come on at 8, then it doesn't come on at 9, then it comes on at 10, or you may have to catch it the next day. Like it is so irritating. Lionheart says Albert, bit disappointed in Blair showing. Clearly she came up with this item they are fighting about. Martin Nather is going to be 100% with Lucy, and Lucy should just dump him and move on. Also, like you said, so Lionheart, I read your comment. Um, they didn't. You notice that Blair did not talk about Todd once. He didn't talk about She didn't talk about Todd once. Not once did she actually say anything. Amy's in the chat. Let's say what's up. Let's everyone say what's up to Amy. Seriously, let's everyone say what's up to Amy. It's so good to see you. Dolly says, and I gotta remember that Vivian is the same person who buried a woman alive. Yeah, they were talking about Carly, which was really odd. They were just randomly talking about Carly. Exactly, it is. It is. I agree with that. Last day. Yeah, let's not to start either, but Jack. It was so out of pocket. Kyrie is in the chat. It's right. Let's hope for world peace. Where's my Queen Jess? Lionheart said I'll start Manning once, but she talked about the killer's son, Jack. Very disappointing. Krista says B&B switch. I don't know. Jay Blue says when Would Like to Live in It was Blair and Todd. Was Blair married to Todd? That's a good question. It's a good question. But yeah, I thought about when Lionheart said something, I thought about that. I think at the time I was so happy just to sit there and see Blair back. Um, it always says what to meet your family and Alamance used to feel Carly was a big part of that feel. I'm so surprised that there's another woman named Carly. You know? Okay, so Dolly, they were married. Okay. Well, so I agree with you on Deacon being with Sheila could lose customers coming to his establishment, but that doesn't mean he could lose his restaurant. Yes, it's bad for business. Well, if you don't, his thing, if you don't have enough customers and you are having a restaurant in LA, come on, it won't be good. And it could lead to. Now, listen, said I think Blair didn't mention Todd because of copyrights. Well, I can see that to some extent, but then why would they be able to use Blair? If they couldn't use Todd, oh, and they also bring back the race. Okay. You just sees Nicholas at the airport. She did not want to hook up with Stu anymore and is still going to play Kyle as a fiddle by sleeping with Tucker. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, Mel. I don't feel bad for him either. I really don't. You're correct. Pretty says, okay, I've been reading Nina do deserve some answers from Sonny instead of him going to his ex-wife. I just said that of who cares about Nina feeling because obviously I don't like the Nina character, and I get that. I get that. No, no, I get that. Rashanta says they over copyright. No, but I get that though. Makai is in the chat. What's good, Makai? One says, what if Todd is dead? But they still should have talked about it. Makai is in the chat. Like I said, I think it's foul that you were spent there going around talking to your ex-wife about this stuff, but you can't go to your soon-to-be wife about this stuff. Like it's. Harry says I love my Ava, but she should be in Carly's house unannounced. I'm not cool with that. My whole thing is I just wish the scene actually went somewhere and made sense. Because nothing came from that scene. Nothing came from that scene. Jay Blue says I'm watching CHGH right now, but I know why Nicholas is coming back. He doesn't want Spencer to be in full. Yep. He does not want. He wants to make sure that he keeps that money. Lobby says, I wonder how long Blair's staying in town for. Good question. And Pop is in the chat. It's been a hot minute. How have you been, and Pop? Alyssa Audrey is going to sleep with Tucker. She already did. Yeah, no, they already knocked was the minute he got back in town, he already hooked up with Audrey. Like I'm not gonna lie, the dude Tucker is a scumbag. Okay, the dude like Tucker is a scumbag. Hmm. Harry says, "Not my Nicholas is a POS. He don't care about either of his sons. He wants to make sure that he keeps that money because he knows that Spencer's inherited it. And he's like, nah, mm-mm." Lionheart says, "Can someone explain to me this Valentina and her relationship? Are they broken up or what?" No, and that's the thing. She caught him in a lie, and he's just like, and then at the end, she just decided to go back to the hotel with him. I'm like, what? Alyssa, oh wow, Albert Audra did. Wow, Tucker cheated on Ashley. Yep, yeah, and that's the thing. And you know why he did it? You know why he did it, Alyssa? Because she wouldn't start a company with him because she still wanted to sit there and work at the company with her family, and he didn't like that. He was like, "How dare you sit there and still have a relationship with your family at the family company?" And he snapped because they were supposed to do a company together. He snapped and he was like, "If I can't get my way, then I'm going to sit there and sleep with someone else." Now, that sounds awful just even saying that, but that's how Tucker's mind is. He's a narcissist. Okay? He doesn't get his way. It doesn't matter if they're family or not. He doesn't get his way. That's it. Mouse's Albert Gwen and Leo world is about to be destroyed because Kristen stuff in and yeah, I wonder how that's actually going to work. Lashanta says Carly let Ava know whatever she got herself into. Now all of them involved injured too, and she can't trust Austin. I think that's the only thing that actually came from that scene because I'm just like, I just felt like it was still like. Kelly says it's most definitely Alex messing with Anna or Peter. I feel like it's Alex. Christakis says B&B switch paternities partners every 6 weeks. Lionheart said the writer strike is never going to end anytime soon. About how long these current writer material starts to get mediocre, bad quickly, and that. Well, Lord, I mean, Lionheart. To be fair, it's not like the writing was really that much better from before. Seriously, it's not like the writing was that much better from before. Freddie, Alyssa Tucker is the same dude who asked Jack help, but Jack turned him down. Yes, yes, that's the same dude. Freddie says, "How about I order another sausage cheese?" The goddess Jess is in the chat. What's good, Jess? Hope you had a great day. Oh, nice. Okay, all right. My dude's chilling tonight. Um, and pops out. Since some since so many people dislike Carly, why does Ava and Nina run to Carly when they need something? Ava uses Carly like a built-in babysitter with no notice or babysitting. Yes, that's very true. Double she says Blair stay till Monday. That sucks. I was hoping I was actually gonna get a little bit more of her. Just says I really don't like Nicholas. It's quite quick. I could have swore that we actually had a conversation today about that. How about we not let it get out of hand tonight, Spiderquake? Because the next time that you sit there and get blocked, don't sit there and ask me why. Um, Harry says technically the nanny is the one watching Avery for the week. Mel says Albert Brady told Teresa that you're trying to find another JJ like Alex. Yeah, I have no idea who that dude is. Mel said, "Hey, Spider my favorite one." Ashanta says, "I said if Dimitri told Gwen the truth, she would have helped." Yes, and that's very true. Okay, let's just not rant about that all night. How about that, Spider How about we just not rant about it all night? Um, just says Nicholas is so trash. Going all the way to Europe is more important than seeing your sons. Yep, that's exactly what Kyrie's is saying, and pretty much everyone else in the chat. But yes, and that's very true, Lashanta. Oh, Jack Debro. Okay, JJ. I haven't, I'm not gonna lie. I haven't actually sat there and see, thank you, Darby. I'm so now I'm just used to one Jack. I'm just used to one Jack. Shanta says, I said it, Dimitri told Gwen. Yes, I do agree with that. Shanta says, I can't wait till Carly finds out Ava. Yeah, she's going to be pissed. She's going to be pissed. Double C says, let's take a jello shot every time he mentions something. Yeah, I would have been done. Curry says if Ava did tell Carly that Nina snitched, what would that accomplish? Well, at least she can get ahead of it. Mel says, Albert, I'm not mad that Kristen told the truth to Gwen. I'm not mad, I'm just more surprised. I'm more surprised. Whoever says I hope Gabby doesn't die at Vivian's hands. I feel like something's gonna wind up happening because we already know that Camilla is gone. And that's something that maybe I don't here's the thing. I know that you're gonna be starting to watch Days soon. I don't know if you would actually like Gabby. I don't know if you would actually like Gabby. Freddie says I like that father and son is on the show together, Maurice Bernard and his son. Yeah, that dude is so extra though. He is so extra. Harry says she ain't gonna say or do nothing to my Ava. What's done is done. Nina's the one who snitched, not Ava. We'll see. Just said, does Ava ever parent her child? I swear, Avery spends more time with Carly. Queen Nikisha's in the chat. How you doing tonight? Shakira's in the chat. How you doing? And it's already moving up. Prashanta says, Albert, do you remember when Ava was getting stalked? She left Avery with Carly. Yeah, I remember that. Dolly says, I don't like Gabby. That is hyper focused on Stefan, but I do enjoy Messy Gabby. Yeah, no, Messy Gabby is always fun. The messy characters are always fun. Um, that's why, as annoyed as I get with them, They bring something fun to the table, and I like that. And Darby says, one thing, Gabby is a fashionista just like Jess. You know, it's right. Yeah, we were actually talking about that too. We are actually talking about that too. Spider Quake. Yeah, no, yeah. Just no. Blair was fired today. Landahart said we need Blair to stay in town and interact with Finn. Yeah, I'm hoping that she stays longer. Somebody was like, she's only gonna be staying till Monday. I'm like, come on, seriously? Like, if that was the point, why even bother to bring her in? Maybe, hopefully, they'll bring her in for some more episodes. Lashanta says when they thought Sonny was dead, Nicholas and Ava took Avery and talked down to her like she was nothing. Freddie said you can obviously see as Marie's son looks like him. You can see. Yeah, I haven't. I don't know. I'm not usually good with features and stuff like that. He said, "I can't believe that Blair married Dusty Martin. How? Why?" And also agreed to give him that much money. Lionheart, I agree. Ambassador Sam is in the chat. What's good? And it's also what? Okay, what is? Why was Martin so afraid? My dude was so shook of Blair. He hid the entire time. He hid behind that menu the entire time. Yes, was good, Ambassador Sam. Curry says that's not true. Ava promised and made sure that Carly stayed part of Avery's life when Sonny was gone, and that was before the stuff. Lakeisha is in the chat. We got Nakisha and Lakeisha in the chat. Oh, now this is a Friday night. How are you doing tonight, Lakeisha? I'm probably gonna get so confused. Keisha says hi to Lakeisha. Yeah, yeah, Lakeisha. I'm definitely gonna get confused tonight. Krista says Nina did not break the law. Carly did. Okay. Um. Double C says I wonder Blair cheated on Martin and with Todd, and that's how he got those payments. Maybe, but I mean, those are large payments, though. Like now, look, Keisha said I'm doing great, still recovering from my trip at the at DR. Keisha, it's reminding me of high school. It was like seven Keishas, and we were all spelled. It was differently. Thank you, God lady. Thank you. Yeah, I like this one a lot better than the other one that I have. Lionheart says Blair has been with God knows how many men, so it's possible. I just don't understand why she's so afraid, though. Harry said, yeah, Ava and Nicholas did that. Ava did not mention the fact that Ava ignored. And Pop says, I remember when Nina ran to Carly to ask her to become the mob boss to protect the family. Carly should have gave her the mob boss manual turning to sexual 11. Section 11, my boss wife. Yeah, she's gonna be in for a rude awakening. I'll tell you that much. But I guess we will find out though. Lionel says Blair's not broke. She got the son from Todd and her own company. Her complaining about money to Tracy made no sense. Yeah, but it's a lot of money though. Yeah, she has money, but she's not rich though. She's not. She, you know what I'm saying? Like she's not rich, and she's paying him an absurd amount of money though. Also, that lifestyle that she wants to live. In case I wonder if Trina and Spencer are actually going to have their trip with. Oh, she's definitely going to plot. But yeah, no, I feel like Esme's going to do something though. Now, Jay Blue says, anyone has thoughts on Anna and Valentine scenes? Yeah, why the hell is she actually still with him for? Just I don't know why the characters act like a trip to Manhattan is traveling. Darby says, I wish I could marry a woman, then divorce her, have her give me 50 grand a month. Yeah, that is one hell of a condo. That is one hell of a condo. Lashanta says, I believe Anna's sick. Well, it could be. It could be. Um, but I remember when Brooklyn was coughing, and people said something about that as well. People were thinking that something was going on with Brooklyn because she coughed. Um, don't need another entitled Cassadine. Well, there was a point that it almost seemed like she was going to, sleep with Rory. You remember Rory? Does anyone actually miss Rory? Uh, Kelly said yes. Anna had that glass of water. Now, Kristen says Michael Fairman is reporting that Adam Huss has wrapped his last stint as Nicholas Cassine as Nicholas is to leave town again. Hmm. What's good, Kristen? Just says it's Port Charles, upstate New York. Maybe. And Lisa says no, I don't miss his boring blank. Darby says, who's Rory? McKee said, may Rory rest in peace with those dry ass brownies. Oh, damn. Darby says, Brock mentioned this other day on his review. I'm really tired of Trina bringing up Spencer's wealth. Like, stop it. Trina, your family is not broke either. Hmm. We are bringing up pay. We're bringing up day players. And Catlin says, nope, don't miss them. Just says it was pretty cold in New York today. It feels like fall. Yeah, I actually had to sit there and bring out my hoodie. Like I actually had to bring. I mean, granted, when I left, it was like 4:30 in the morning, but I actually had to bring out my hoodie. Jay Blue says, I read that the actor who plays Mac is dealing with. Yeah, actually, I saw the video. I saw the video. The center says, how Nicholas know where Laura at and when he gets the suitcase. And when, where did he get a suitcase? Just said that's way too high of a rating. Yeah, no, I'm not saying the same. Well, you know what? Everyone has their, you know. Uh, Kristen said Captain Gotti is teasing a return to GH. Nothing confirmed, however. You know, it's actually really interesting. Like, she doesn't actually have an accent. She doesn't actually have an accent. Um, so it's really interesting because, like, I saw her just do like a regular sort of just talking thing, and she doesn't have an accent. Yeah, I agree with that, Jess. I do. I agree with that. Josh is a pain in the Josh is a pain, but she's a good looking pain. She's a good looking pain, so I give her that. Yeah, it's quite crazy. She's a pain, but she's a good looking pain though. She's going back to school, then she's going to work in the museum. When will she be able to help? Yeah, I don't know about a 10. That's kind of high on the Richter scale, but yeah, I wouldn't sit there and say a 10. Um, Jay Blue, definitely not a 10. Listen, I was like, I want to sit there and say it's a 10. That's no. Um, Jay Blue said Trina isn't cast and Red. She grew up differently from Spencer. And actually, I'll sit there and say that might actually be. Uh, I give her a 6. I give her a 6. I give her a 6. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. I'm gonna have to get a drink to actually process those numbers. Okay, so I clearly need something stronger than soda. Sit there and process that number. 8 or 9. What in the? Eh, yeah, yeah, yeah. She's a 6. No, no. She's a 6. She's an 8 or 9, and 8 or 9 my ass. Thank you, Kyrie. Thank you. Kyrie says Trina that real Hershey chocolate she will give on Spencer that flavor. Trina turns little spiders into full-grown tarantulas. Fanboys stay hating. But thank you, Kyrie. Thank you. Oh my God, thank you. Yeah, yeah. I would sit there and say I would agree with that, Jess. She's average. She's average. She is average. Have a good night, Krista. Uh Kristen. Eh, yeah, yeah, I guess she does. Not by much though. Not by much. Not by much. Not by much. Whoa, that's no, 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 9.5. Jesus Christ, where are we getting these numbers from? They're a lot of they're a lot of hand now. Oh, okay, I understand. 9.5, 8 point. Okay, I mean she's pretty. Debbie says never tell a woman that. I think some of these numbers are no, 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 no. Let's just say you would rate Jordan lower. Yeah, I actually take here's my whole thing, Alyssa. I put Jada on Days of Our Lives um above Jordan. No, listen. Like I said, I put Jada before I put Jordan. Just said what in what world does Portia look better than Jordan? Not to sit there and say she looked better, but I'm not gonna sit there and say she's that much above Jordan. Let's say yes, Albert, Jada can get it. Yes, she can. That's why I said. That's why I put Jada above Jordan. Like Chris says, Albert, I'm sorry, but oh no, it's all good. You know, that's your that's just your thoughts. 7.5. Yeah, that seems about right. That seems about right. Maybe says that's your personal opinion. Albert. Yeah. No, that's yeah. That's true. Maybe says they can all get it. Oh no. She's good looking. She's good looking. I'm not gonna lie about that. She's definitely good looking. Oh, I'm sitting there trying to think of her in that other outfit. I don't know. Maybe a seven. I was sitting there and say a seven. So yeah, that's about right. Hmm. Listen, maybe 6.8, maybe a seven. I was sitting there and say maybe a seven. Just says, what do you rate Nina? A five, like an adjustable five. I was sitting there and say an adjustable five. Um, Johnson says I can see a hope ending up. Yeah, as many times as they go at it. Yeah, exactly an adjustable five at best. Yeah, no, that's about right. Curry says Donna Logan is a seven. Brooke Logan, God help me, is a nine. Kate is a 4.5. I'm sorry. Did I just read that right? Alyssa says Nina is a 7.5. That's that's mighty gen- that is mighty generous. Um, seven. Brooke Logan is a nine. I'm not gonna disagree with those numbers. I'm just surprised you put those numbers out there. You know what? I actually agree with you. No, I actually tell you the truth, Alyssa. I actually agree with you on that. Yeah, no, that's what I was going to say. I was like, I actually had to sit down, like, yeah, yeah. I actually agree with you. No, I gotta start watching, and that's the thing, Jonathan. I actually have to start watching these previews before I come on here. I'm gonna watch it after the stream now. Yeah, no, yeah, Jess, I would sit there and say a six. Lakeisha said, I never found Heather Tom attractive, but four is crazy. Well, I mean, five, and six is like average, so I don't think it's really that far. Um, Shakira says, Alyssa Melinda trash says Alberts. She is on point. Um, I think honestly, tell you the truth, her and Jada are like tied. You know, that's actually a really good question. Why Craig says, Kyrie's, how you rate Mason? Pulling their paychecks because they are killing it. Darby says, don't listen to that Logan lover Albert. Broke Logan is an eight, just like the rest of Johnson says the previews usually come out around seven. Oh, okay. All right. Well, now I know when to actually start to watch them, because it's funny too. Around 7:30, that's when I started using my That's when I start to do my notes. Um, I don't know, maybe a six, maybe a six, five, give or take. Yeah, exactly. Wow, that's actually really odd too. New Molly, a four. Wow. Okay, I was damn Spike. Wait, no, a four, a four. She gets a four, and I feel like that's being generous. That girl gets a damn four. Let's not. Yeah, that's a four, and that's a generous four. Let's be real. Yeah, exactly, Kyrie. That's what I was going to sit there and say a four. Damn. Yep, that makes sense. I'm cool with that. Kylie says Esme may use this time to move to KR. Oh, Kelly's? No, it's gonna be on my. It's gonna be on my channel. It's gonna be on my channel. It'll be 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock. Okay, so now Double C said a -3. Jesus Christ. Yeah, Jess, it's kind of a no brainer at this point. So I question Gladys, how would you rate that witch? Just Johnson says so Gwen knew all this time. I'm glad. I'm glad that she knew, Jonathan, because like they were sitting there playing my girl Boo Boo the Fool. No, 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 no. We're not gonna be sorry. We're gonna be honest, Jess. There's no sorries here. Yes. So it'll be actually a lot of fun. I'm glad you asked me though. I'm glad you asked me because we didn't actually really get to that. 8? A 7. 7.5. 7 and a 7.5. Mel says I got good news this week. Estimating that Ava shares a bed. Here we go. It just says she's cute, but she's not. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. A little bit too high. A little bit too high there. So, have a high bar right there. Johnson says, I guess Gwen has something planned. Like I said, I'm glad. I'm glad. I'm um I'm glad they didn't sit there and play it like Boo the Fool though. It's like she came to town to sit there and wreck Jack and his family's life, but she couldn't sit there and tell like something was going on. Lakeisha, yep. So, some things are kind of no brainers. Just said too high. Sasha's gorgeous. Yeah, 7. That's what I said. 7.5. I feel like that's good. That's way more than good. You are being. You know what? I'm not gonna. I feel like with Maxie, I just. Nope. I'm not getting canceled. I'm not doing it. I agree with that. I agree with that. And you know what? I'll sit there and say this: her accent actually helps. Her accent actually helps. Just her accent that actually really helps. Yeah, Jess. You know damn well I'm not gonna. You know damn well I'm not gonna sit there and rate Max. Hmm, that's about right. That's about right. Lashanta, I mean, Lakeisha, Lakeisha said never found Maxie attractive. Yeah, I'm not even gonna go there. Nope, 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 nope. Um, Johnson says Shane Donovan's come back to days next week. Yeah, and he was on this week as well. Though. Spike Quick says Albert when Willow's in love scene is magic. Eh, eh, yeah. It was like maybe a 7, maybe a 7. That's what I said. What you call it is a 7.5. Double C says, but how did Gwen know? I'm sorry, what'd you say? I just I just wanted to make sure I saw what I saw. Um you know what, Jess, I'm not even gonna say anything. Not gonna do it. Johnson says, but now when I see Shane, I'm going to see. Oh, Shane, not the other guy. Oh, okay, my bad. It took me a second. Lashanta says Steffi's a 10. Here's the thing. Steffi is well in my eyes. Steffi looks better than Sasha. Steffi definitely looks better than Sasha. I will give Steffi that. Maybe an 8. Yeah, I was just saying maybe an 8. Yeah, an 8. And when she has on the right outfit, yes, I will give you that, Freddie. Um, but no, my bad, Jonathan. We're talking about so many different characters from so many different soaps, and absolutely, Alyssa, absa effing lutely. Um, 6. You know what, Jess? I'll be generous. A 5.6, a 5.5. I'll give her a 5.5. Um, no, no, still a 5. Um, J Blue says so when Sasha was saying nobody else loved her besides the people who died. I was wondering about Michael. They both loved each other in the past. I still think she has so many different friends. I just when she said that, it didn't seem like it really made a lot of sense to me though. Yes, yeah, I saw it on actually told you I saw it on YouTube. Yeah, it's actually pretty sad. No, Jess. No, my ratings are just fine. That is accurate. I don't. Like maybe 6, maybe a 6. Yeah, I was sit there and say a 6. No, no, no. I am not sick. And it's actually a really good question. I actually thought about that when I was actually like coming back from work. No, no, Jess. No, I am. If you knew what I knew, if you knew what I knew, Jess, that's all I'm gonna sit there and say. It said 6 for Miss Wu, but 5 for Elizabeth. What's going on? The truth is going on. What kind of question is that? Um, Johnson says, and on GH, Blair's going to do a scene with Austin. So, oh, that's funny. People actually sitting there. People are wondering about that. People actually, told you people are hoping that. Oh, you actually heard me. Oh, I don't know if you actually heard me. You know what, Kyrie's? What about Drew? What would you rate Drew? What would you rate Drew, Kyrie's? Must be high or something. Because I want to know what would you rate Drew? 'Cause after that, Kyrie's, I got a harder question for you. I got a harder question for you. Freddie said had an uncle who was a pimp back in the day. He must have had his women, but the main love to smell good, and he would dress so sharp with his blue suits and different color shoes with his hat and cane. Sounds like a pimp to me. Um, I'm just telling the truth. I'm just telling the truth. Okay, so Jess says 5. And Kyrie says 4. Okay, okay, Kyrie, what about Curtis? What rate would you give Curtis? Johnson says, what would you rate Harris? Is that a question for me or? Like, did you say, okay, did you just say JLJ is, seriously? You know, Valerie, yes. I would actually give her that. I would give her that. Okay, Kyrie says 5.5. I can see that. Wow, okay. He is. Interesting. And he's on, oh, yeah, I can't really answer that question. I'm not, I can't really rate men. Hmm. And you're right. You're right, Spider Quake. He is live. That's interesting. My dude Spider Quake said, hell no. Curry says, I can rate who I want. Okay. I got one for you. I got one for you, Kyrie's. I got one for you, Kyrie's. Justin says that's all right. Neither can I. Okay. I got one for you, Kyrie's. Actually, tell you, Barbie says JJ can't be on vacation without going live, apparently. Yeah, he was on live twice. So, Kyrie's, who would you rate higher? Victor Newman or Cyrus? Who would you rate higher? If you had to choose one, Cyrus or Victor Newman? Cyrus Renault from General Hospital or Victor Newman from The Young and the Restless? That's what I want to know, Kyrie. Kyrie says Victor Newman by far. By far. Ashanta says Victor. Kyrie says question for everyone. Who would you put on the front cover for Sexy Woman on the Planet? On the planet? Damn, if I had to sit there and pick one soap character, hmm, I don't know. I guess I got to go back. I guess I got to go back to Jada. Um, yeah, we're gonna give her, for I'll give her a 3. I'll be generous. We'll give her a 3. We'll give her a 3. What would you give Gladys? What would you give Gladys Kyrie's? What would you give Gladys? Oh, Audra, that's oof. Damn, I gotta give her a 10. I gotta give her a 10. I gotta give her a 10 hands up and down. Yeah. Valerie says a negative one. Hmm. I also didn't say a 7. No, I'll give her a 7. Oh, Audra. Audra. I'll sit there and say Gabby's an 8. But if I had to choose between those two, it's definitely gonna be Audra. Yeah, they talked. Yeah, they talked about some woman named Carly. Apparently Vivian buried this woman named Carly alive. Freddie says, or who would you put on the front magazine you choose? It's a hard choice. It's a hard choice. I don't know. Um, you know who else I didn't put on there? Nina Long. Nina Long from Soul Food. Yeah, that's who I would sit there and put on there. Nina Long from Soul Food. Joshua says, about how about Mariah and Tess? Um, I was going to say, well, honestly, tell you the truth, they're both sevens. They're both sevens. They're both sevens. They're pretty. They're pretty. The last day says Joshua is like an 8. Just put her personality that makes her a 5. Damn, my dude. Last day subtracted points because of her personality. Jesus Christ. You know, Mel, I'm still going with Gabby. I'm still going. Gabby annoys the hell out of me, but you know, I'll sit there and say this. I think that Jocelyn looks better than Sasha. I would sit there and definitely rank Joss higher than Sasha. And Johnson says Manning is Dimitri's cousin, and Vivian has tormented her for years. Is she actually still alive? Is the character actually still alive, or did they like kill her off? Though? Leslie says I would not like, I would like not be super annoyed by the woman I find attractive. No, no, no. But you can't go for personality. You gotta go straight off looks. Just said Josh looks better than Sasha. I like her, but speaking the truth, Jess. Mel says Ava or Gwen. Yeah, I guess I gotta go with Ava. I mean, I'm no Gwen. Yeah, no, I would go with Gwen. Riley says Josh got a overbite. Yeah, but she still looks good though. She still looks good. No, I'm gonna put Josh over Sasha. Johnson says, yes, she's alive. She lives in Europe with her daughter. Oh, okay. Yeah, she is. I do think that Brooke looks better though, personally. Curry says Sasha looks way better than Jocelyn. Sasha's a 9. No, 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 no. Oh, but no. Hey, where's your comment at? Some missed your comment. Uh, Why I missed that? Oh, oh, oh. Freddie says Ashanti, the singer, is a good one in my opinion. That is true. That is, yeah. Freddie, that's old school. That is old school. Listen, if you remember Ashanti, that is old school. That is props right there. Hmm. I'll put it at a 7.5. Yeah, no, I'll put it at a 7.5. Have a night, Larby. Have a good night. It was good seeing you. Johnson says Carly's birth name is Catherine Vine Lushner. Wow, Freddie, that's old school right there. That's like, bro, that's like early 2000s. That is like early 2000s. I just, Valerie says Ashanti with Nelly. Oh, you mean like they're together? Yes, she is, LaShanta. Yes, she is. I don't think a lot of people actually give, I feel like Nina Long does not get enough props. I don't know. Like I said, I'll pick Jocelyn over Sasha. Freddie says Ashanti and Nelly are back together. I didn't know they were actually a thing. Valerie says yes. Um, yeah, she's on point. She's on point, Valerie. I still got to go with my girl Nina Long now. Johnson says Carly also has a brother named Frank. Frank Vine Lushner. Vine Lushner. You know, it's really weird. I feel like I can't pronounce his last name when I'm sober, but for some odd reason, I can pronounce his last name when I'm drinking. So, Valerie says, yeah, Nina. Yeah, no, she was on point. I actually tell you too, well, she's always going to be on point. Kara says we got to put a poll to the general public. I can guarantee you. You know what? Yes, yes, we will. Let me write that down. Johnson says Chloe from Wyandotte. From Days. Yep, I'm going with Days. I will go with Days. And no, I was just gonna say Talia. I was just gonna say Talia. Do a poll, yes. I can't do it on here. I can't do it on here. That's the only thing though. But yes, that's gonna be one of my polls down. That's why I'm running it down. I don't know who that is. Oh, Taraji. Eh, he's okay. Oh, yeah. Yes, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Oh, Jonathan, I'm going with Ava. I'm going with Ava. That's not even really a thought. That's not even really a yes, right, exactly. Last days, you already know. Ambassador Sam can even Darby once again. Thank you kindly for the members. Uh, Jada. Oh, even Sloan, I would sit there and put it like a 7. I would even put Sloan at a 7. I would. I would put her at a 7. Nicole. I would go with Nicole. I would go with Nicole. Like honestly, tell you the truth, Mel Sloan on days and Sasha on GH is like a tie. Carly or Blair? Oof. Jonathan, I would go with Blair. I would go with Blair. Mel says Chloe or nope, it's gonna be Chloe. It is gonna be Chloe. He says the ladies from the '90s grew SWV sister with the voice. Ready? The fact that you actually remember that, like, really brought me back to high school. Mel says Chloe from Days or oh no, we going with Chloe. We going with Chloe now. Damn, I love how people sent it to saying he was so handsome. People keep sending it to saying like past tense, like past tense, like Freddie says, "Hey Albert, I'm old school." No, I'm with it. I'm with it. Dave said, "Good evening and salutations, my JH fans." Also, yes, was good, Dave. Dave, you was actually in here earlier, right? I could have sworn I saw you in here earlier, Dave. It's not said Chelsea's. Yeah, she is. She is. That yeah, you're the only person that actually said that. Kate or Kayla? No, I'm gonna go with Kayla. I'm gonna go with Kayla. Everyone keeps going with old school Sunny. Hmm. But no, I'm going with Kayla. Ashanti says older. Victor look better older than younger. Alicia, what's good? Alicia said almost any girl between 15 to 25 looks good. I would not kick Sunny out of the bed. What's good, Alicia? Mel says Chanel or Wendy. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Chanel. I'm gonna have to go with Chanel. And I feel like Chanel's like okay. Like I feel like she's a 7.5. I would sit there and say she's like a 7.5. Yeah, I thought about that afterwards. Oh, well, we're gonna have to change that rating, my friend. Damn. Oh, Jonathan, I'm actually have to go Willow. I'm gonna have to go Willow. Well, I guess I'd sit there and take some of that back now. Kyrie's just messed up the whole number system with those two. We say, hey, Albert Gang, started not to check in. I'm glad you came through. Freddie says, question, who y'all crushing growing up? Harry says, that's what I thought. Now change. Well, yeah. All right. I gotta put, yeah. Jocelyn is a 7 and Willow's an 8. Jocelyn is a 7 and Willow is an 8. My dude Kyrie is always coming in with those receipts. Oh no, we going with Kayla Mel at that point. We going with Kayla. But no, Alicia, I'm glad that you're actually in the chat. You know what, Kyrie, I can see what you're talking about now. No, no, that was not. No, 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 no. Tony D's in the chat. Hold on. No, it's not. No, 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 no. No, that's not. No. No, that's Willow. I could have swore you're actually there. Just as still waiting on you to rate Maxie. Um, a 4. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We're going with a 4. There, I said it. No, that's Willow. That's Willow. Oh yeah, of course, Freddie, of course. I'm gonna sit there and say it's Alicia. I'm gonna sit there and say it's Alex. My bad, it's Alex. Yeah. Um. Damn. I gotta give her like an 8.5. I gotta give her an 8.5. Like you say, if you're good looking enough, 40 or 50, maybe. Yeah, no, Shakira, I actually have to sit there and say it's 8.5. And yes, Jonathan, I think it's Alex. This is not really that Sasha. That's just playing. That just don't make no sense, though. Yeah, okay. All right, but then I gotta sit there and give her. But then yeah, okay. All right, then yeah, then she's definitely higher than she's definitely higher than Jocelyn. So yeah, Sasha will be an 8, and Jocelyn will be a 7. But we going with Ashley. Valerie says Maxie's a 6. Okay, if you say so. Freddie says Brady the singer is still fine. Brandy, man, old school, Freddie. Yeah, no, I believe it's Alex. Oh yeah, no, Tony D, no, Blair, she was on point. Just said Brandy is a 6 point. Hmm, more like a five, maybe a 5.5. I would sit there and say. Dave says, I think you're eating too much spicy food. I think the spicy food is getting to your brain because I swear I was not here earlier. Oh, okay. No, here's the thing. It might just been the icon then. Might just been the icon, Dave. They said Maxie was really great. Um, life, life happened to her. Plus, she had some stuff that was going on, brain surgery and stuff. Mental health, mental health stuff going on. You know what it is? Carries the hair color. The hair color threw me off. Oh no, no, yeah. All right. No, but you're right. You're right. You are you're right. My dude Kyrie's is always coming with those receipts. And I love it. I'm here for it. Alicia says just an aside while we rating women. Well they were rating men as well, but I don't know how we got into it. I started drinking and then yeah. Freddie said Jennifer Lopez, especially with hips. Yeah, I feel like here's the thing, Freddie. I feel like Jennifer Lopez is overrated. I really do. I feel like she is overrated. Emily, do you watch Days of Our Lives? Absolutely. I love Days of Our Lives. Also, let's everyone welcome Emily into the chat. Let's everyone welcome Emily into the chat. See, hitting the like button really does help. I've always felt that Jennifer Lopez was overrated. Now Emily says, I can't believe Sean cheated on Belle. She was only trying to help him with his drinking problems. I mean, here's the thing, Emily. I'm not a fan of cheating, right? No, no, no. You got it, Kyrie. You got it. Darby says Shakira, Jennifer Lopez. I guess I'll go with Jennifer Lopez. I feel like they're both. Eh, I feel like they're both overrated. I feel like yeah. Never mind. I was going to think about Beyonce. Um, but yeah, I'm not a fan of. Freddie says, "What the hell?" Well, she still looks good at least to me. I'm not going to say she's bad. I feel like she's overrated. Like I feel like Beyonce is overrated to be honest. Like she's pretty and everything, but um think about that. How many times did Belle cheat on Sean? How many times did Belle actually cheat on Sean? Like that's my issue. Yeah. Yeah, very true, Val. Very true, Val. Johnson says so Nicholas wants to keep Spencer from owning. Oh yeah, my dude is flying to Europe. Like my dude is getting it done. He is taking care of business. He wants to make sure that he has his money. Freddie says, I think Mariah Carey's okay. Yeah. All right, it's just to be honest, I do find her a little bit more than just okay. If we're gonna be honest, like if I'm not going on personality, which I'm gonna be honest, I really can't stand Mariah Carey, but looks wise, who said actually like cheating. They said I watched the beginning of GH. Who is the woman that Tracy is talking to? A woman named Blair Manning or Blair whatever. She's on it. She was on the show One Like to Live. Freddie says I miss the old days of music, especially in the '90s. Yeah, no, Valley. I no, I can't. I cannot stand Mariah Carey. Nicholas needs another knock on it. Now, let me make sure that I read that right. Oh no, I'll go to Shanti. Um, Elise said I actually like cheating. What do you mean you like cheating? What do you mean you like cheating? I mean, what is in his wine? Did I actually read that right? It is Blair Kramer. Thank you, Jonathan. Emma says, in my opinion, they ruined Sean and Belle when they recasted them. I wish Jason Cook and Kristen Storm still played them. Harry says, what would you rate Dr. O and Britt? Britt, Kyrie's, I feel, well, you know what? I'll sit there and put them at seven. Yeah, that's what I was going to sit there and say. I'll put them at seven. I'll put them both at seven. Yes, welcome, Emily. Okay, Alicia, did you mean to write something else? Because that didn't sound, yeah, she's all right. Yeah, I would definitely sit there and rate her like a seven. I don't know. You know what? Here's my thing with that. Because I feel like Steffi on B&B looks better than Britt on General Hospital. I do. Yeah, just I would sit there and say maybe no, I would sit there and say that Doctor O's like a six. It's like a six. Britt is higher, but not by much. Alicia was never faithful to anyone. Oh, okay. Never faithful to anyone. Okay. No judgments. No judgments. I just want to make sure I read that right. That's all. Um, usually do, Kyrie. Usually do. I you know what? I'm not judging. I'm glad you're in the chat, Alicia. Um, Emily said that didn't sound right. Actually, like Emily said that didn't sound right. Actually, like cheating. Oh no. I know what you meant. Like I said, I'm not I'm not judging. I'm not judging. I That didn't sound right. Actually, like cheating. I mean, you know, each his own. It, each his own. I feel like I'm gonna get in trouble for asking this, but um, was it a particular reason why you didn't just have like an open relationship? Like, wouldn't that just have been better if like y'all both knew what the deal was? This way, it wouldn't be any, you know, going behind anyone's backs. Not that I'm judging. I'm just curious. I'm just curious. I, like I said, if if it was just like an open relationship thing or whatever, you're not going behind anyone's back. It's like everyone knows the deal. Emily says I was Tyler Christopher will come back as Nicholas. Yeah, he got some issues to fix in his real world in his personal life, but I want that too. But to be here's the thing, I never hated Marcus. I know some people hated Marcus. Harry says I rate Betty a 6.5. Earlier says she gets off on the cheating. It's exciting. I can see that. I can see that. I'm just. I feel like that would just be. I feel like that would be so much stress, though. That'd be so much stress. Like it would just be better to be like, hey, listen, this is what the deal is. We got an open relationship. It is what it is. You know that this seems to be a lot. Tony D says Ava needs to step her game up. Just said Betty is a 7. Yeah, I would sit there and say it's a 7. I would sit there and say a 7. Ambassador says excellent point, Mr. Bostic. Yeah, it's a lot of stress. It's too much. Emily says I've been cheated on and it's not exciting. No, I mean I can't imagine that. I can't imagine that. That's what I was listening to saying. It's like, just have an open relationship. Well, here's the thing, Kyrie, is it's um she's not judging it. Here's the thing, Kyrie, she's not judging it on just pure looks. That's why she said playing victim and stuff like that. If we're just judging it on looks, it's something different. I mean, if we're not judging the personality and stuff like that. Anita said Tracy is crazy eight. Justice says which show had the best cliffhangers? Yeah, that's a really good question. Yeah, no, no, Jess. I think Tony D is just joking. But no, I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure. I don't know. Which one do you think actually had the best cliffhanger? Best cliffhanger? I don't know. I walked away. Oh, it says don't say that. Yeah, that sucks though. What, Valerie? Is it actually still not on Hulu though? They say yeah, true about being open rarely works that way. Eh, I get it. Like I said, to each his own. To each his own, Alicia. Um, Johnson says GH. Emily says they need to bring back Lulu. They might. No, Kyrie, I think Alicia came in late, so I don't think that she actually knew the rules. That's insane. Valerie, it's like 10. See, this is exactly what I'm saying about Hulu. That's so annoying. It's 10 o'clock in New York. It's 10 o'clock. It was supposed to come on at 8. See, that's the type of stuff that would just piss me off. We said no Kyrie's no picks. Josh is an airhead. Okay. Um. Mel says, if you cheat on someone, then you never were in love with them, and did not fully give you your heart. That's truth of the matter is sometimes Mel. Granted, there's no reason to sit there and generally cheat on someone. Um, but sometimes I feel like it's a lot more complicated than love and giving your love and not really never loving someone because you can love someone. Um, love, lust. It's a lot. It's not as black and white as how you're describing it. Tony D says Hula does that all the time. I know, and it's annoying. Valerie says they don't give an F. They don't, and you pay for that. That's the thing. You pay for that, and of course I pay for Disney Plus. But hmm. Johnson said GH and Days was the two top cliffhangers. Emily says you can love someone and still walk away. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Love and lust. Love and lust. Sometimes they do not go hand in hand. I really don't. Freddie says, look, I'm not judging. I just don't see how people can get off on messing up happy homes because I experienced that with my ex when she messed around with my high school BF along with 3 failed marriages. Please said I did learn my lessons. Now, Freddie says, I'm not judging. I just don't see how people can get off on being. Now, granted, this is just my personal take. You say you don't see how people can get off on that because a lot of people, in some ways, are selfish. That's why. It's not right, but that's the truth of the matter is. If they're getting off on it, they're not thinking about someone else because they don't care. They care about what they want in that moment, and that's what matters. That's why I was sitting there looking at Mel, and I'm like, no, it's not the Disney fairy tale that you think it is sometimes. Barry says sometimes you lose that loving feeling. My divorce is finalized. I say, oh, wow, I'm sorry to hear that. At least I think the last time I checked, I think it was like 6.99. I think it was 6.99. I got mine's bundled with Disney Plus, but I think it was 6.99 before I combined them. Sometimes you lose that loving feeling. That is true. That is absolutely true. Tony just says, "Isn't he working for Miss Will?" He is, but we don't see him now. Freddie says, and that's why I'm single. Period. And that's why I'm single. Proud of it. I can't deal with relationships right now. No. Um. I'm going to ask you a question. You don't have to sit there and answer it, but I'm going to sit there and ask you a question though. After all that went down, did you actually go to therapy? I mean, it's cool to sit there and take some time for yourself, step away, whatever. But did you ever actually go to therapy for that? Because that's here's the thing. That's a lot of trauma. That's a lot of trauma. Oh, value is $7.99. I actually tell you the truth, sometimes I don't even sit there and look at it, which is not good. Carrier says I paid my Disney Plus for the whole year. My dad did that. I do it monthly. It's the same thing with Netflix. I do it monthly. Emily says GH needs better storylines. Sometimes it gets old. Yeah, that's true. That is very true, Emily. Sometimes, what here's the thing, Emily. Sometimes they take a long time to wrap up stuff. Who says so true, Albert? And I don't do it anymore. I mean, like I said, I'm not judging you, Alicia, because at the end of the day, I haven't walked your shoes, you know. But like I said, you learned your lesson, so it is what it is. Johnson says it's rumored that Disney might sell off ABC. Well, that's not good. That's not good. Um, I don't know what they actually have on ABC except for Dancing with the Stars, and they got a new Bachelorette thing where it's like the women are like over 60 or something, which I'm just like, what the hell is going on? It's like the Bachelorette except for like the Golden Girls edition. And Lisa, yeah, they take forever to wrap up stuff. They do. Um, and it's an. Here's the thing, Emily. I actually had this conversation with Nathaniel Gray. He's the guy who plays Mason. You should go back and watch that video. He explained why they take so long to do stuff. It's still kind of annoying, but still. Johnson says, "I personally hope it doesn't happen." Oh yeah, I mean, no, that's definitely is definitely not good. Oh, Jonathan, on a side note, I actually finished watching Riverdale. Still trying to make sense out of that. Bungie says, "Why can't Sasha have Gladys arrested? She was stealing from her." That's a damn good question. Yeah, why are they still around? Oh wait, yeah. Sasha would technically be in jail right now, right? I don't know how that works. Wouldn't she be in? I don't know. That's a damn good question. But you said, yeah, Albert. Yeah, Albert. Albert, I'm not ashamed. I was in therapy for that because it was devastating. He said, just focus on you, live your best life, and slow it down. It's good advice. Jonathan says, what do you think of the finale? I'm gonna be honest, Jonathan. I think it was as disappointing as almost every other CW finale that I've ever watched. In some ways, I think it was actually almost kind of worse. I didn't like the fact that they had to stay back in the 1950s and lived out their lives because the 1950s was just a god awful time period. So I wasn't a fan of it. And then like the reveal that they all like slept around with each other, I'm just like, oof. Elisa says I need to get off before I start confessing even more. It was good to sit there and see you, Alicia. You have a great night. Hopefully, I'll see you in tomorrow's members and we can sit there and really chop it up. This is on Disney. Goosebumps movie? Emily says I have to see the one of Riverdale on YouTube. Is it any good? Um, no, no. No. Like if you're no. Carrie says, what would you rate Alexis? Hmm. She doesn't actually have a body. I would sit there and say an eight. I would sit there and say an eight. But I would. Here's the thing, Carrie. I would give Diane a 9.5. I would give Diane a 9.5. Oh, I love that show, Supernatural. Thank you. Yes, hit that like button. What do you think of now? Eh, maybe a five. Maybe a five. I was sit there and say maybe a five or yeah. I was sit there. Oh, I mean, actually give now like a 4.5. I'll be nice. I'll give her a five. Thank you, Darby. Yes, hit that like button. Harry says that's generous. Both Dianes are a seven. Emily says, what would you rate Willow? A seven. Harry's no. Ynar's Diane would be a six. Um, the other one would be a lot higher. That Diane on GH would be oh, okay. All right, listen, we all got our own personal ratings. Pretty sure I agree. That's why I feel good now drinking and eating pizza. Hmm. No, but props to you though. Props to you. Especially though the therapy is not easy. It's not easy in life to sit there and ask for help. So I give you a lot of respect for that. Just that way. Did you rate Portia? No, I didn't rate Portia. I would rate Portia 7.5. I would sit there and say no. Oh, I actually charge you for a rating of 7. Yeah, I would rate it a 7. I rate Portia a 7, and I rate Jordan maybe a 7.8, give or take. 7.8. Yeah, Portia's a 7, and Jordan's a 7.8. Ooh, I love those movies now. I effing love those movies. Oh, Justice says the CW is going to have a dull season this year. It's not just Jonathan. Okay, Jonathan, you want to know why they actually cut the cast of Lois and Superman and Lois? Because of Next Star. That's one of the reasons why they're actually still on the air. Jonathan, is because they actually cut the cast. Now to have them said Audra is pretty close to me, pretty close to a 10. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I am so glad we are on the same page. Harry says, what do you rate Monica and Laura and Robin? 6. They're all getting 6. They're all getting 6. They're average. I didn't know if you know that. I didn't know if you knew that though. I can't remember who. I think it was one comic book thing that told me that. But yeah. Yeah, no, I definitely love those movies. Johnson says Superman Lois unfortunately may not come out until next summer. Yeah, I know. That is true. I'm gonna be honest though, Jonathan. I mean, granted, it was I wasn't a huge fan of the Doomsday thing, of him fighting Doomsday. I think that's the only time that I was like, eh. I mean, I know it's a CGI monster, so they're doing the best that they can, but it's like, Curry says, what do you rate Felicia? A six. I'm giving her a six. Yeah, no, no. Felicia definitely deserves a six. Emily says they need to bring back Hayden on GH and put her with Drew. Then we can have yeah. I was just about to sit there and get to that point. Harry says give Felicia a seven. No. I'm sorry, but six is average. Six is average. Seven is a little bit above average. She's a six. But she's average. It's just that we all suckers when it comes to love, or at least for the people who went through it like me. It really sucks though, Freddie. It really sucks. People. Some people suck because when you have bad experiences, it makes you view other people in a very negative light, right? And there's just a level of it just gives you a very negative outlook. And it's because of the experiences that you have. That's probably among the worst parts about cheating. Here says, what would you give Lucy Cloud? You know, Lucy is actually a little bit above average. So I would say give her a seven. Tony D says, what are we rating Liz? A six. We're rating Liz a six. Are we giving her a six? That's just a Clark from the 100 is going to be in the quantum leap. Oh, actually, you should like her. Jonathan, the fact that you actually know who Clark is on 100, just said Felicia is like a six. Yeah, yeah, that's about right, though. That's about right. Just a six, 5.56. I would sit there and say no. He's pretty accurate on that one. Emily says I don't hate Elizabeth, but I hate her when she was with Jason because I will always be a J Sam fan. But he says sometimes I feel like I don't even believe in love anymore because so much hurt. And it makes sense. Listen, here's the thing, Freddie. For some people, the first time somebody cheats on you will break you. The first time. Let alone if you have to go through that two more times. I um I think the only thing I would sit there and say is that I hope you have a good therapist. The fact that you are in that is really great. Um Emily says I don't believe in love anymore. Any particular? Oh yeah, never mind. That's I'm not. Well, I want to ask you that, but I don't. I'm not. Carrie says Damien Spinelli is about a 4. Also says Kevin Collins, I rate at a 6. Scott Bourne is a 4. Emily says I've been betrayed by is so many times. And Tony D says me either. Hmm. People do suck. And they really give you a bad outlook on dating. Johnson says, I think my option NBC have been well scheduled this year than the CW if Capcom buys Warner Brothers next year. NBC schedule could get even better. That sounds like a win then. Freddie says, however, he's a great therapist. He's helping me so much. Well, that's good then. Only just love is overrated. No. Well, in your in your experience, then I can see that, but hmm, I think I don't know. I can't speak for anyone else, but for me personally, once you have it, it's not. It's like no feeling in the world. It is the best and scariest feeling that you can probably have. It is fun and scary, but it's actually pretty sad though that you actually feel that way. Emily says, for me, love died over time. Hmm. I never lived a day in your shoes, so I can't sit there and really comment on that. But Emily says they need to bring the actress who played Erica Kane on GH. I'm there for it. Just says true. True what? Emily says for me, love died over time. Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, it just seemed like you were with some really trash people, and they gave you a really ugly look on love. Like I said, love is scary. It makes you vulnerable. In a lot of ways, love is supposed to be scary. Tony just says it took a lot of disappointments to get me here. I believe you. I believe you. Hopefully, you're. I don't know. It's kind of sad, you know. Freddie says, "Okay, enough real life. I'd rather focus on the character drama on GH." Like Emily says, "I'm 19. I don't believe in love anymore, but I'm moving forward." Are you? Well, how? How are you moving forward? If you don't mind me asking, how are you moving forward? Like, what are you doing to move? I mean, 19, that's young to sit there and give up on love. That's actually a tragedy. Like, I'm not trying to judge you or anything like that, but that's actually pretty sad. Um, Harry says, well, Willow and Dex will be a perfect combination. Taking Johnson out the equation, Dex is a 9.5, like I said earlier, and Willow is a 10. And he says, okay, Nina does that full plan on telling what she knows? Nope. Nope, she does not. Which is so stupid. It's so dumb. Um, but as fun as this was, I do actually have to wake up early in the morning. Um, I went up 4 o'clock in the morning. Ugh, F me. Emily says, by not letting my anger over what happened gets to me, I'm not looking back in the past anymore. That's a start. That's a start. That's something good. At least you are in the right direction. I would sit there and say, mm, it's a start. But I think if it gets a little bit too much, maybe therapy, you know? Because here's the thing, you don't want traumas to sit there and start to impact your life, you know? Which just just my observations, just my observations. Exactly, that's exactly what I was Smith is saying. Just like don't let that stuff impact your life moving forward, you know. But yeah, I do gotta wake up. Yes, exactly, Freddie. He says I've never been to therapy. It's an idea. It's a tool. Listen, Emily, I would sit there and say like it's a cure all. It's going to fix you, but it's a start. You know, because you're way too young to sit there and give up on something like that, and you don't want stuff like that to impact your life moving forward. Have a good night, Anna P. Yeah, Ann P. M Pop. Have a good night, M Pop. Have a good night, Valerie. Have a good night, Tony D. Have a good night, Emily. It was really nice to see you. Hopefully, I get to see you on Monday. I'll be here 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, so definitely come through. Have a good night, Valerie. Have a good night, Darby. Have a good night, Goddess Jess. Have a good night, Kyrese. Have a good night, Jonathan. Jonathan said join us next time for another edition of So Chat with Our Bostic. Yes. Have a good night, Freddie. Have a good night, Tamara. Have a good night, Darby. Have a good night, Nikisha. I don't know if you're still in the chat, but have a good night. Have a good night, Kyrese. Have a good night, Melly Mel, my horror queen. Carrie says, good night, Mel. Good night, Queen Jess. Good night, Emily. Good night, Darby. And good night, everyone else. Yes, you have a great night, Mel. And I will see you next week. Have a good night, De Havlin. Laters.